Today was moving day at the sanitation garage on 57th Street in Midtown Manhattan. That's where the Occupy Wall Street protesters' stuff was taken when New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg sent in the police to evict the protesters in the middle of the night on Monday. So today, moving day at the sanitation department. The Occupy Wall Street library folks expecting to have lots of stuff to move, lots of stuff to pick up from there. They did their own version of the phone call you make to all your buddies who are good at lifting heavy boxes and maybe have a pickup truck. They put out a call for help. They put out this call for help with a handy map to guide volunteers to the sanitation garage to go pick up the library. They also included a list of what they thought they would need to move, an inventory of what had been taken during the police raid on the Occupy Wall Street camp. They expected to be moving between 2,000 and 4,000 books, custom-made stamps for the Occupy Wall Street Library, laptop computers, shelves, tables. Also, they were hoping to collect 2 librarians. Quote, "We are also still missing 2 librarians. 2 young men are still in the system, and we'd like them back, please, Mr. Bloomberg." The folks behind the Occupy Wall Street Library tell us tonight that both of those young men librarians have since been released from jail. But as for the contents of the library, that didn't fare so well. The Occupy Wall Street librarians who went to retrieve the library reported back that many of the books from the library were just destroyed, and most of the equipment and the structures necessary to put the library together were missing. They said among that stuff that was missing was all of the reference section. They were particularly upset by that. Here's a photo they posted of a Bible that looks to have been very much damaged in all of the hullabaloo. The Occupy Wall Street librarians say more may or may not be coming out of a giant trash pile at the back of the building. We asked the mayor's office for permission again today to go inside the sanitation garage on 57th Street to go look at the library, to get our own photos of it. Again, the mayor's office declined to give us that permission. Last night, when the Occupy Wall Street librarians got back into Zuccotti Park, they decided to just start the library up all over again. They started taking in book donations again. Tonight, they tell us they were back up to about 100 newly donated books. But they say police told them they had 15 minutes to remove them tonight. And when they didn't, police and private security officers at Zuccotti Park worked together to confiscate the new books for the library. We've not been able to verify that account. We did reach out to the mayor's office and the NYPD to ask about it. Neither of them had information for us on that yet. They did give us a statement, though. The statement is this. Thousands and thousands of people read books in New York City parks every single day, but they don't leave stacks of their stuff, books or otherwise. And the New York Times reporting on what drove the mayor's decision to break up the Occupy Wall Street protest early Tuesday morning. One of the factors is said to be that the protesters were threatening to disrupt the stock exchange and city subways on Thursday, that would be tomorrow, with demonstrations marking their 2 months of occupation of Zuccotti Park. I guess the reasoning being that if you empty out the park and break up the protest a couple of days before that, then you will prevent disruptive demonstrations for Thursday, I guess, right? Wrong. The Occupy Wall Street folks are still planning their big day of action for tomorrow, involving the stock exchange and the New York City subway system and local bridges. They say that is still going to happen. It's not going away, Mayor Bloomberg, closing down the park, making a whole bunch of arrests, putting everybody's stuff in a sanitation garage, and tearing up the Bible isn't going to end the protest movement. Tomorrow's not just a big day for the Occupy movement in New York City. It's looking to be a big day for occupying cities all over the country. Tomorrow, protesters will be occupying bridges, they say, in dozens of cities, including Los Angeles and Washington, D.C., and Portland and Phoenix and Little Rock and Tulsa and Peterborough, New Hampshire, and Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, and Normal, Illinois. Dozens of cities across the country expecting protests, mostly on and around decrepit bridges. Police can clear people out, they can arrest people, but I do not believe this movement is going away. We will talk about where it looks to be heading with a deranged millionaire. John Hodgman joins us next.